the value of dy dx at point A is actually here the tangent, right? The limit delta x to 0 approaching 0, delta y, delta x. Okay, delta y, delta x approximate dy dx, because here 0. So delta y approximate dy dx multiply delta x. So if we are given f x plus delta x is almost equals to y plus dy dx delta y delta x. This that dy dx delta x is actually is delta y plus delta y. Okay, x plus delta x almost same with y plus delta y. Let's see how we solve this question. Given y equals to x power 3, find the approximate change in y. Okay, the question asks you to find the approximate change in y, meaning the question asks you to find delta y. When x increases from x to 4.05, this is x. I increase a little bit to become here. So first I need to find the delta x. Okay, delta x. Delta x equals to the behind one minus the before. 4.05 minus 4 is equals to 0.05. This is delta x. Okay, and from the formula delta x multiply dy dx approximate delta y. So I want to find delta y, right? I need to find dy dx. So now differentiate y. Y equals to x power 3 dy dx equals to 3x power 2. Okay, and when x equals to 4, so when x equals to 4, dy dx equals to 3x squared. Okay, 3x squared. So 4, 4, 16, 16 times 3, 48. Now I want to find the delta y, delta x. So this is the formula, dy dx multiply delta x. Okay. Okay, so here you do the approximate, then here you can do equal. dy dx 48, delta x 0.05. So therefore, final answer you write the subtitle, the title, yeah. Answer delta y equals to 2.4. Approximate change in y, delta y, found it. Okay, so same with B. Approximate change in x. So now the question asks you to find delta x. When y, so these are given delta y. Okay, so delta y equals to the behind one minus the in front one. So you will get negative 0.03. Okay, and okay, again dy dx. So dy dx is this one. Okay. You are given the x here. Okay, wait. Here y is 8. When y is 8, okay, right now. When y is 8, when y equals to 8, y is x power 3. So here, x power 3 equals to 8. Now, x equals to positive 2 from here. Keep root. So when the x equals to 2, so use this formula, same. Okay, again, y equals to x power 3 dy excuse me, dy dx equals to 3x squared. When x equals to 2, because here when y equals to 8, because when y equals to 8 here, y equals to 8, x equals to 2. So when x equals to 2, dy dx equals to 3x squared and is equals to 12. Okay, now the question asks you to find delta x. Delta x Okay, formula. From formula, delta y delta x equals to dy dx. I want delta x, so I terbalik. Can or not, like this? So now delta x equals to dx dy multiply delta y. Okay, equals to dx dy terbalik this one. Terbalik this one. So 1 over 12. dy dx is 12, dx dy is 1 over 12. Delta y negative 0.03. Okay, so therefore, here down here, delta x equals to negative 0.0025. Okay, or if textbook is a substitute inside here, what is delta y, what is dy dx, and you want delta x, so this one over here, over there. Okay, same lah. Okay, so therefore the approximate change in x is delta x is negative 0.0025. If delta x negative, negative, that means the change is decreasing. This one decrease. If positive, is increasing. Change in increase. Next. Example. Oh, this one done. Next. 23. Given y equals to square root x, find the value of dy dx when x equals to 4. Okay, now, excuse me, y equals to x power 1 over 2 because square root. Now, dy dx equals to 1 over 2x, 1 over 2 minus 1, negative 1 over 2. Okay, now, when find the value of d when x equals to 4. So when x equals to 4, now 1 over 2, this one down there, and this one square root. Okay, now when x equals to 4, dy dx equals to 1 over 2 square root 4. Square root 4 is 2. 2 times 2, so 1 over 4. Okay, 1 over 4. This is when x equals 4. Now, approximate value of this. Okay, see, originally square root 4 to become 4.02. So B, we need to find the delta x first. When x equals to 4, your y equals to square root 4. But now the question asks 4.02. Therefore, you can find from the x from 4 become 4.02. From 4 become 4.02. So your delta x equals to the after one minus the before one. 4.02 minus 4 equals to 0.02. Okay, and dy dx equals to 1 over 4. Okay, now the question asking what is the value for this. It's not asking the delta. What is the value for this? So I can find okay, the delta y. Delta y. Okay, using the formula lah. The formula here. This is a formula. Okay, we follow this formula. F x plus delta x actually same with y plus d plus delta y lah. Y plus delta y. Or we can just find the delta y first, later only we plus the y. Okay, so that means that if you want to only find delta y first, delta y dy dx multiply delta x, and delta y equals to dy dx equals to here 1 over 4 and delta x 0.02. So delta y, you get 0.005, right? 2 divided by 4, 0.005. This is delta y. And this is only delta y. Delta y is 0.005. Okay, here. So now your final answer, this x plus delta x plus delta 4 plus delta x. Okay, like this, final answer 4 plus 0.2, 0.02, sorry, 0.02, 0.02, this is x, this is delta x, equals to y plus delta y, okay, and y is square root 4. Okay, y is square root 4. Y plus delta y. Square root 4 is 2. So 2 plus 0.05. So answer is 2.005. Okay. This one. X plus delta x. X plus delta x equals to y plus delta y. So this is her answer because here equals to square root 4.02 equals to 2.005. Therefore, the approximate value of square root 4.02 equals to 2.005. Okay? Next. Okay, in general, if x changes from x to x plus delta x, meaning maybe it's 2, this one is 2.005. Then the percentage change in x is the delta x over the x times 100%, percentage. Delta y over y times 100%. Okay, hence, given a function, for example, this function, and x is increases by 2%, increases by 2%. 2% means 2 over 100, okay? When x equals to 2, can you determine the percentage change in y? So from here you can find the delta y, okay? Okay, follow the example for 24 first, for example first. Given y, this one, okay, y. So when x equals to 2, there is small change in x by 3%, like just now, the question just now, later we do again. So now we use this first. By using the concept of calculus, find the corresponding percentage change in y. So the question asks you to find percentage change. Before that, you need to find delta y. Okay, before you find delta y, you need to find delta x here. Okay, you need to dy dx. Okay, let's do dy dx. Dy dx. 2 to 4x minus 3. Dy dx. Okay, when x equals to 2, when x equals to 2, dy dx equals to 4 to 8 minus 3 is 5. Okay, and also original here, you need to find original y. When x equals to 2, your y equals to your original y equals to 6. When x equals to 2, dy dx equals to 5. When x equals to 2, y equals to 6. And, okay, delta x, delta x equals to 3%. So 3% times 2. Why you get this one? Because in front here, the percentage is x equals to the delta x over x times 100. So you're given 3%. So 3% equals to delta x over x times 100. So the 100 go there, and then the x go there. So delta x equals to 3 over 100 times the x. The x you are given is 2, so times 2. So this is delta x, 0.06 delta x. Then you can find delta y. Delta y equals to dy dx multiply delta x. And delta y, this one approximate, this one equal. Dy dx equals to 5. Delta x equals to 0.06. This is 0.3 delta y. Okay, now last, corresponding percentage of y. Percentage of y will be delta y over original y times 100%. So delta y 0.3. Okay, original y 6 times 100%. Okay, you will get 5%. That means the corresponding percentage change in y is 5%. Okay, done. Example 24. So you need to find the x in dy dx, the x in y, because you need to find the delta y dy dx. So you need the dy dx, and delta x you are given here by percentage. So by percentage, you times the original x, you get this. Then last, you need to find percentage of change in y. So percentage of change in y over original y. The delta y over original y. So original y you need to find by using x equals to 2, substitute into your original function, you get the y. So delta y over y times 100%, you get the corresponding percentage change in y. Okay, last example. Example 25. Find the small change in volume. So you find delta V. A spherical glass ball when its radius r, okay, r here. So delta r equals to 3.02. The information from the formula, from the question, find what? Find small change in V. So find this delta V. Given sphere, a sphere in volume, so you need to know a sphere in volume, V equals to 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Using this formula, you're going to find dV dr. And you are given r increases from here, so delta r equals to 3.02 minus 3, 0.02. Okay, so dV dr, substitute here, and when r equals to 3, original one, what is your dV dr? Okay, when r equals to 3, what is your dV dr? Okay, so now dV dr is what? 4 pi r squared. When r equals to 3, original one, dV dr equals to this. Okay, so you found dV dr, and also you have the delta r is 0.02. So from now, you can find the small change delta V. Okay, that's all. Like just now. Okay, 33994. 33 pi. Okay, this one and delta V. So now I want to find delta V. So easy, right? Delta V over delta R is dV dr. This one approximate, dV dr times delta R. So now delta V equals to dV dr 36 pi times delta R 0.02. Okay, so you get the answer delta V 2.26. You see, so short only. Now let's see. Correct or not? First, the radius R of the glass ball increased from 3 to 3.02. So this is information. You understand? No, the question asks you to find the small change of V. This is the question asks you to find. So we plan, okay, you find dVdr, found the value dVdr when R equals to 3. And use the formula delta V equals to dVdr times delta R. This is what I do just now. So the last, this one, the step. Volume, dVdr, what I did already. When R equals to 3, your delta R equals 0.02. I write here just now. dVdr equals to this formula. And when R equals to 3, original 3, you substitute inside, you get 36 pi. So delta V equals to this formula, dVdr times delta R. Okay, the dVdr substitute inside, and delta R substitute inside, you get delta V, which is the question asks you to find the small change of V, means the delta V. Therefore, approximate change in the volume is 2.262 centimeter cube. Okay, finish.